we are left with only few portions. So after that indirect tax will be over. And what is that we are left with? Let me discuss. Under excise, we completed entire excise except to few case studies in one chapter. That is Ssi Exemption. That is during the combined batch. So I took excise, and in that we have left with case studies. If that is over, excise is completely over. Then we are left with customs, a small portion, and then service tax, the remaining portion. We have completed up to valuation. Okay. So today I wanted to complete that excise by discussing that Ssi exemption, because that is fresh compared to service tax. Okay. So due to that reason, and Ssi exemption, I want to just give you a brief about it, and then I will proceed to the illustration. So please concentrate. Ssi exemption is given under notification number 8/2003. What is this exemption about? When this exemption is available? During the previous year, if the turnover does not exceed 400 lakhs, during the current year up to 150 lakhs is exempted, and beyond 150 lakhs is chargeable to excise duty. Should I do registration? Yes, after crossing 150 lakhs of exemption during the current year. If the turnover crosses 150 lakhs, immediately I need to get myself registered. Then, what about any declaration? Yes, after crossing 90 lakhs, I need to file a declaration to the department stating that I have crossed 90 lakhs. Is registration every year or only once? Only once. In the first year of my business, can I enjoy this exemption? Yes, because the previous year the turnover will be 0, so I can enjoy the exemption. What about SENVAT credit? Can I enjoy any SENVAT credit on inputs and input services up to the date when turnover does not exceed 150 lakhs? No. After crossing 150 lakhs, can I enjoy the SENVAT credit? Yes. What about capital goods? Even though it does not exceed 150 lakhs turnover during current year, but I can enjoy the credit on capital goods. Correct or not? And that too, how much credit I can take? 100% credit. General rule is that 50% credit in the first financial year and balance in the subsequent financial year. But here 100% credit I can enjoy. You understood or not? What will happen to the opening balance of the credit? It will be lapsed once I go for exemption. So I need to decide whether to go for exemption or to enjoy the credit. You understood or not? Then we have seen that this Ssi exemption is also made applicable to jewellery manufacturers. What type of jewellery manufacturers are covered under excise? Jewellery manufacturers manufacturing any article of gold. Any article of gold. What about platinum, sir? Yes, gold, platinum, all these things. Other than silver. That's how we have to learn. Other than silver. Sir, then what about copper and all? It will not be called as jewellery. Okay, you understood or not? So copper made anything will not be called as jewellery. So don't bother about it. So according to my knowledge, I know there are only 3 precious metals, that is gold, silver and platinum. Of course, platinum is costlier than gold. So gold and platinum we will consider as other than silver. Generally jewellery means. Got it? Then what about silver? Is it also chargeable to excise duty? Yes, if it is studded with any precious stones. Precious stones. Then what is the amount of exemption? What is the amount of exemption? Previous year 15 crores. Current year 10 crores. Just remember 15, 10. There 400 lakhs, 150 lakhs. Here 15 crores, 10 crores. During the previous year, if the turnover does not exceed 15 crores, then exemption is available during the current year up to 10 crores. So this is about jewellery. Ssi exemption in case of jewellery manufacturers. Now let's proceed to some illustrations. Please look into page number 70. What's the page number here? Sorry. 76. Can I get one book? Page number 76, Ssi Exemption we have. Then illustrations are in page number 81. Please look into page number 81. Look into the first question. Net value of clearances excluding taxes and duties of Gopal manufacturers was 345 lakhs during the year 2014-15, during the year 15-16. Then 14-15 was the previous year and 15-16 is the current year. Their net value of clearances during the current year was how much? 365 lakhs. Calculate excise duty payable by Gopal manufacturers during 15-16 if the excise duty rate is 12.5%. Now, for the purpose of determining whether they are eligible for exemption or not, we need to check the previous year turnover. Previous year, what was their turnover? Whether it crossed 400 lakhs, which means are they eligible for exemption? Then current year, what is the amount of exemption? 150 lakhs. Current year, what is the turnover? 365. 365 minus 150, 215 lakhs is the dutiable turnover. Clear or not? 215 lakhs is the dutiable turnover. On the 215 lakhs, they need to pay excise duty at 12.5%. You understood? Now, same question. What if, sir, the values are given as inclusive of excise duty? That is, this 365 or 345 is given as inclusive of excise duty. Then how do we need to? Same procedure. Previous year, it does not exceed 400 lakhs. Current year, exemption up to 150 lakhs. 215 lakhs, 215 lakhs into 12.5 divided by 112.5. Sir, how is it logical? Because in that 150 lakhs when you are deducting, it also includes excise duty. No, it won't include, because there are two ways of charging the price. For example, the first way, if it is exclusive of duty, up to 150 lakhs, I do not have to collect any excise duty from the customer. You understood? Up to 150 lakhs, I am not required to collect any excise duty from the customer, and beyond 150 lakhs, I will be charging excise duty. Will there be difference in the price? Tell me here. Say I am a manufacturer and seller, up to the turnover 150 lakhs, I will be not charging any excise duty. Thereafter, I will be charging excise duty, which means if a customer comes to me in the beginning of the year, I will not be charging excise duty to him. Suppose if he comes at the end of the year and in the mid of the year I crossed 150 lakhs, will I be charging excise duty to him? So will there be price difference or not? So to avoid this price difference, then he will ask, sir, why you sold to me in the beginning of the year without excise duty, now at excise duty? So I expected that you will be selling without excise duty. That's what he will tell. Due to that reason, what manufacturers will do, they will follow a uniform pricing. Uniform pricing means with exemption or without exemption, the price is same. The price is same. It is not going to change. And they will deduct 150 lakhs. Whatever is the balance is assumed to be inclusive of excise duty. You understood or not? In valuation, we did this. Cum duty price. Cum duty price means inclusive of excise duty. Clear? You understood? So that I will not be charging different prices to different customers. Now, why this discussion came? Because sometimes in question, they may give excluding excise duty or including excise duty. What you need to do is up to dutiable turnover, the procedure will not differ. Up to dutiable turnover, the procedure will not differ. But after arriving at the dutiable turnover, how to compute excise duty differs. If the turnover given is exclusive, into 12.5%. If the turnover is inclusive of excise duty, into 12.5 divided by 112.5. Don't get confused. Clear or not? So in this question on 215 lakhs, we need to pay excise duty at 12.5. Please check whether it is the same number. Yes, sir. You understood? This is one exam question. They have given this for 4 marks. Okay, nothing is there in this. If you know the provision that what is the amount of exemption, you can easily arrive at the answer. This second question, bit advanced. Here we have even the credit information also. Please look into that question carefully. Chinu Limited started manufacturing excisable goods in June 2013. It availed small scale exemption in terms of notification number 8/2003 for the financial year 13-14. Means they have given that previous year the turnover does not exceed 400 lakhs and they are enjoying the exemption during the current year 13-14. The following details are provided by Chinu Limited. They purchased some 18,000 kgs, not rupees 18,000, sorry, it is 18,000 kgs of inputs purchased at rupees 985.6 rupees per kg, inclusive of excise duty at 12.5%. Even they purchased capital goods and finished goods sold at a uniform transaction value exclusive of excise duty throughout the year 300 lakhs. You understood? Now, previous year, we don't know what has happened, but we know one fact from the introduction paragraph that they are eligible for exemption. Am I right? Now, when they are eligible for exemption, how much is the exemption amount? 150 lakhs. 150 lakhs. And current year, what is the turnover? 300 lakhs. 300 lakhs, 150 lakhs if it is exempted, balance dutiable turnover is 150 lakhs. You understood? Now, the purchases I need to see. Purchases of capital goods will not be a trouble at all. Why? I can enjoy the credit as and when I purchase, that too at 100%. Purchase of inputs invites some trouble. Why? Because up to the date when your turnover does not exceed 150 lakhs, it is exempted. Beyond that date, up to 150 lakhs of exempted turnover, you are not eligible for credit. Beyond 150 lakhs, when you purchase something, credit is available. But we don't know on which day we are crossing, on which date we are purchasing. Correct? Then what is the reasonable assumption that you will make? Very simple. Please apply your mind. I don't know in this year when I am crossing 150 lakhs. On which date? That I don't know. Second, I don't know when the purchases are made. That is before crossing 150 or after crossing 150, I don't know. Then what is the reasonable assumption that you will apply? You will see that purchases are made evenly throughout the year. Will you agree with me? Matching concept. Because sales is made evenly throughout the year. Check whether sales is made evenly throughout the year. Which means purchases will also be made evenly throughout the year and proportionately you need to take the credit. How proportionately means? Exactly up to 150 credit not available. Beyond 150 credit is available. So which means 50% credit is available. Correct? Yes, which means in purchase also what you need to do? Total purchases into whatever is the excise duty involved in that 50% only you can take as credit. Suppose in the same question in exam, if they want to test your knowledge and if they have given, listen, that on 25/10/2013 they have crossed 150 lakhs. Please listen, on 25/10/2013 they crossed 150 lakhs and the purchases, entire purchases are made before 25/10. No? no credit available on these purchases. You understood or not? So that information as it is not given here, and it is given here that sales are made throughout the year. So we are going by that assumption of taking the credit on inputs proportionately. Clear or not? This assumption is not new for us, because in inventory management also, while learning about EOQ, economic order quantity, we will be taking half of the quantity, half Q. Half of the ordered quantity we will take for computing the carrying cost. Whatever is the inventory, the assumption goes that way. In the beginning, whatever is the inventory, that will not be there throughout the month or throughout the period. So we will be taking half of the quantity. Got it? Have you done this or not? Material costing not yet started. Okay. So when it is started, there you will be learning about it. So there again you will be coming across. This is a reasonable assumption that always we will be having even consumption. Got it? Even consumption means when we don't have the information, we'll assume that it is being sold evenly. It is being purchased evenly. So that's where we can arrive at the proportionate computation. Clear or not? Then calculate the amount of excise duty payable by China Limited in cash, if any, during the year 13-14. Rate of duty on finished goods sold may be taken at 12.5%. There is neither any processing loss nor any inventory of input and output. Show your workings and note with suitable assumptions as required. I have given you the explanation. I want you to arrive at the answer. The format is also given. Just fill in the numbers over there and tell me what should be the net excise duty payable. Please here, sincerely you too, okay? Thinking that it is an exam question. I gave you all the explanation. Whatever the doubts that you may get, I have clarified everything. You need to just arrive at the answer. Focus on that. 151. Tell me in currency, no? 15,17,940. Please check here whether you also got the same. 15,17,940. On capital goods, how much credit you will take? 100% credit you should take, okay? You should not do any proportionate calculations for that. Because capital goods, even though purchased before crossing 150 lakhs, you can enjoy the credit on capital goods. And that too at 100%. First, have you arrived at the dutiable turnover? How much is that? Dutiable turnover, 150 lakhs. That is, out of 300 lakhs, 150 lakhs is exempted. The balance is 150 lakhs. Okay. So dutiable turnover, you know. Now, on this dutiable turnover, you need to compute the gross excise duty. What is the gross excise duty? 150 lakhs is inclusive of excise duty or exclusive of excise duty? Inclusive. Check the question. Check the question. It is exclusive of excise duty. Don't do silly mistakes, okay? So 150 lakhs, clearly it is given exclusive of excise duty. So 150 into 12.5%. 150 lakhs into 12.5%, 18 lakhs 75,000. Now, SENVAT credit first on inputs. What is the total value of inputs that we have purchased? Total value of inputs that we have purchased. 1 crore 77 lakhs 40,800. Is it inclusive of excise duty or exclusive? Inclusive. Into 12.5 divided by 112.5 into how much credit we can take? 50%. Why 50%? Out of the total turnover of 300 lakhs, 150 lakhs is exempted. Only balance 150 is taxable, dutiable due to that reason. How much it comes to? 9,85,600. Then excise duty paid on capital goods. What's the value of capital goods? 45,15,000 into, is it inclusive or exclusive? Inclusive of excise duty, 12.5 divided by 112.5. But don't do anything, don't take proportionate or 50% like that. 100% credit can be taken. How much? 5 lakh? 5,01,667. If you deduct these two from 18 lakhs, 3 lakh? 733. You said some 15 lakhs here. 3,87,733 is the net excise duty payable. You understood here? Compared to first question, yes, bit difficult. But I don't say this is a very difficult question because normal, only one assumption we need to take. What is that proportionate credit we need to take for inputs? Shall I proceed to question number 3? Please look into question number 3. Measures frost containers, a SSI unit can avail full benefit of exemption from payment of duty up to a turnover of 150 lakhs during 2013-14. You are required to answer the following. To get exemption benefit, the turnover of what will be taken? Simple, no? To get the benefit of exemption, we need to take the turnover of previous year. That answer you need to write for this. Okay. Then, what will happen if Measures frost containers has more than one factory? Every factory, can it enjoy 150 lakhs of exemption? No. Turnover of all the factories shall be clubbed and only one exemption is available. Correct or not? Then, if this is the case, then in this country, in every place there will be factories. Correct or not? Because 150 lakhs if it is exempted, then everyone will start opening up the factories. But it is the clubbed turnover. And number 3, measures frost containers cleared goods of 90 lakhs up to 15th August. Current year, are they eligible for exemption? Yes. How do you know? First line. Can avail full benefit of exemption from payment of duty of turnover up to 150 lakhs. Means they are eligible for exemption. Now, what they have done, up to 15th August, they purchased some goods worth rupees 90 lakhs. Sorry, they sold some goods worth rupees 90 lakhs. Whether it is exempted or dutiable? Exempted. Up to 150 lakhs is exempted, correct? In that they used only 90 lakhs. On 16th August, that is up to 15th August, transaction is over. On 16th August, one fine day, they are making a sale of 100 lakhs. Single invoice 100 lakhs. Not it? Single invoice 100 lakhs. But they cross 150 lakhs if you consider that invoice in the previous invoice. Correct? Previous invoice 90 pa. Current invoice 100. Total 190. But the exemption is only for 150. Clear? You understood the facts? Now continue. Can they claim exemption of balance amount of 60 lakhs as a part of the invoice? What restricts you? Why are you telling no? What restricts you? I never said any provision like this. I never said any provision like this. I am leaving it to your intelligence and expertise as to what restricts you from giving exemption of 60 lakhs. Why 60 lakhs comes first? Can you tell me? Sir, 150 lakhs exemption. Sir, already I used 90 lakhs. Still, how much exemption is there? 60 lakhs. That 60 lakhs I will adjust in this 100 lakhs of invoice. On 40 lakhs I will collect excise duty. On 60 lakhs I will not collect excise duty. What restricts me? There is nothing to restrict. As a provision there is nothing to restrict. Which means in a single invoice on part of the turnover can I enjoy exemption? Yes. I will tell you where we have discussed it. I told you one illustration too. There we have seen. When on 27/2014, when I am raising an invoice for 65 lakhs, my turnover is going to 155 lakhs. Means in this 65 lakhs, 5 lakhs is dutiable turnover. Correct? Means on 60 lakhs, I will not be charging any excise duty. But on this extra 5 lakhs, I will be charging excise duty. You understood or not? The same way here, I have a balance exemption still unutilized 60 lakhs. That 60 lakhs I am adjusting in this 100 lakhs. But sir, you only told that when you are not utilizing some exemption, you cannot carry forward it to the next year. Yes, I do agree. But in the current context, it is not applicable because current context is not about carry forward to the next year. It is the same year. Got it? What if it is 90 lakhs current year, 100 lakhs in the next year? Now can I do something like this? No, I cannot do any balance adjustments and all. Every year I have to determine the exemption again. Correct or not? But in this case, can I adjust 60 lakhs and I collect excise duty only on 40 lakhs? Yes. On 40 lakhs, what is 12.5%? 5 lakhs. So which means how much I will be collecting from the customer? 105 lakhs. Correct? Don't tell 45 lakhs. Exemption is from excise duty, not exemption is from the revenue. You understood or not? So exemption is from the collection of excise duty. So 60 lakhs exempted, sir. Government is telling. So I will not collect it from the customer. It is foolish. No, you have to collect that amount as revenue. But you do not have to pay any tax. It is exemption from excise duty. Correct or not? Which means 100 lakhs you will collect, but excise duty will collect only on 40 lakhs. Correct or not? You can look into the invoice in the next page. You will get some clarity. Sale value of goods 100 lakhs. Add excise duty. When you add excise duty, you will be removing 60 lakhs. On 40 lakhs only you will be charging excise duty. So entire amount that you collect from him will be 105 lakhs. Okay? You understood this? What is the special point that we learnt in this question? Even for part of the invoice, I can enjoy the exemption. Next, look into question number 4. Look into question number 4. Messrs RPL has 3 units situated in Bangalore, Delhi and Pune. The total clearances from all these 3 small scale units of excisable goods was rupees 450 lakhs during the financial year 14-15. However, the value of individual clearances of excisable goods from each of the said units was Bangalore unit 150 lakhs, Delhi unit 150 lakhs and Pune unit 150 lakhs. Individually it is 150 lakhs. So of course what they will try to do, they will try to take the exemption individually. Discuss briefly with reference to the notifications governing small scale industrial undertakings under the Central Excise Act whether the benefit of exemption would be available to Messrs RPL for the financial year 15-16. The question is not about computation of excise duty. The question is about eligibility of exemption. Correct or not? 15-16, if you need to know whether exemption is available or not, you need to check the turnover of 14-15. 14-15, they had 150 lakhs each in 3 units, which means the turnover is 450 lakhs. Whether it crossed 400 lakhs, whether exemption available during the current year? No. So that is the answer for that. Next, question number 5. State the obligation of a SSI to file declaration under the following circumstances. Year 2014-15 turnover is 90 lakhs. Are they required to file any declaration? Yes or no? No. No. After crossing 90 lakhs only they need to file declaration. 2015-16, 95 lakhs. Are they required to file declaration? Yes, because they crossed 90 lakhs. 16-17, anticipated 100 lakhs. Even though it may cross 90 lakhs, declaration is not required to be filed, because declaration to be filed only once in the lifetime. Only once in the lifetime. It is not that every time we will be filing declaration. So 11-12, you please make that correction. SSI is not required to file declaration, and it is this and when turnover, all these things, as declaration needs to be filed, as declaration needs to be filed only once. This is the amendment here, a small amendment. Declaration needs to be filed only once. Okay. Next, look into question number 6. ABC Limited wants to claim SSI exemption in the year 13-14. Its clearances for the year 12-13 are 3 crores. So current year is 13-14. Previous year is 12-13. Previous year 3 crores means 300 lakhs. It does not exceed 400 lakhs. So exemption is available during the current year. Continue. ABC Limited manufactures goods bearing brand name of Excise Limited. Is ABC Limited eligible for SSI exemption? Even though turnover during previous year does not exceed 400 lakhs, exemption not available during current year because they are manufacturing goods with the brand name of others. Then look into question number 7 and tell me what is the answer. For question number 7, what is your answer? Exemption available or not available? Yes, because they are manufacturing goods with the brand name of others in rural area. Generally under SSI exemption, we have this point. If you manufacture goods with the brand name of others, you are not eligible for SSI exemption. But we have exceptions also. What is it? If you manufacture in rural area, or if you manufacture packing materials and printing materials, in that case, even though you are located in urban area, but for the goods, you cannot say that exemption is not available. At the same time, if you are located in rural area and if you manufacture any goods with the brand name of others, then also you can enjoy SSI exemption. But this type of exceptions is not there for service tax, correct or not? Under service tax, we have SSP exemption, which says that if services are provided with the brand name of others, exemption is not available. There we cannot apply the exception. If service is provided in rural area, then exemption is available. No, we don't have like that. Okay. So for question number 7, the answer is exemption is available. And we should also check the regular condition. What is the regular condition? Previous year, whether the turnover exceeds or not exceed 400 lakhs. Then look into question number 8. Last question. A small scale manufacturer having an SSI unit has achieved turnover of 2.02 crores during the year ended 31/3/2012. Normal duty payable on the product is 12%. Now, SENVAT credit available during the year is 15 lakhs during the year. Okay, it is during the year. Assume that above SENVAT credit is spread evenly throughout the year, means proportionately you need to take the credit. Find the total excise duty payable by the manufacturer during the year if the unit has availed SENVAT credit or if the unit has not availed SENVAT credit. Here, if the unit has availed SENVAT credit, means they cannot enjoy SSI exemption. If the unit has not availed SENVAT credit, they can enjoy SSI exemption, correct? So under two options, we need to check where the net excise duty payable is less, and we will be selecting that as the best option. Clear or not? First, option 1 is what? Avail SSI exemption. First we will complete it. What is the gross turnover? Turnover. 2.02 crores means 202 lakhs. Whether they are eligible for exemption during the current year? How you know? Huh? Where is it given? Has achieved a turnover of 2.02 crores during the year ended 31/3/2012. So that's a reasonable assumption because we are arriving at the net excise duty payable with SSI, without SSI. So we need to go by that assumption. No way we cannot take a contrary assumption and all. So minus SSI exemption because it is evaluating two options. 150 lakhs. So 202 minus 150? 52 lakhs. That is dutiable turnover. Now on 52 lakhs, you see what is the excise duty? 12%. At the 12.5 No, what is this 6 lakh 42? 12.5 No, this is, we'll change the question based on answer here, don't worry. Is it 12.5? Okay, then we will do one thing. We have to change question as well as answer. We'll make it as per the latest provision. 12.5% is the latest excise duty. Change the question, rate as 12.5%. Okay, old provision. So now, what is the excise duty? 52 lakhs into 12.5%. 6 lakh? 50,000. 6 lakh 50,000. Sir, why are we taking it on an exclusive basis? Because nowhere in the question it is given as inclusive. That's why we are taking on an exclusive basis. 6 lakh 50. Now, how much credit I can enjoy? Can I enjoy entire 15 lakhs credit? No. This entire 15 lakhs is the credit throughout the year. But in this throughout the year, 150 lakhs is exempted, only 52 lakhs is dutiable. So proportionately I need to calculate credit. So 15 lakhs into 52 divided by 202. Please check, is it correct? 3 lakh 86 139, is it correct? So if I deduct from 6 lakh 50 this, what is the balance I will be getting? 2 lakh 60 861. 2,63,861 is the net excise duty payable if I go for SSI exemption. If I am not going for SSI exemption, but I am enjoying the credit, entire Sunvat credit, then on entire 202 lakhs I need to pay excise duty, correct or not? So on 202 lakhs, can you do 12.5% and tell me? 20? 25 lakhs, 25,000 minus 15 lakhs. 10 lakh 25,000. It is advisable to opt for SSI exemption. Clear or not? Why? Because net excise duty payable is less under that option, option 1. So this could be the range of questions you can expect on SSI exemption, but institute has not crossed question number 1. Okay, question number 1 is the institute's level, and we are learning this because we don't want to take risk. Okay, so whatever the type of question they can give, beyond this they cannot. So for each and every model I have given one question, so up to this only. So again I am requesting you, the only way to clear tax paper easily without putting much effort is IDT, and in that IDT also I have given at the end of each and every chapter some illustrations, not of the same type. Every illustration has something different from the previous illustration. Go through that because you are not kids, 11th or 12th standard kids, even you are not CPT to do the same type of question 100 times. You are perhaps more matured now and you are more intelligent now. So, so therefore, if you know what are all the different models in which you get, that is sufficient. Okay. So with this, exercise is over.